Okay, so here's a view. I'm kind of standing by my closet and giving you an overview of my desk. It's an 8-foot table. I put the sheet on it as a tablecloth, and then I have my mat. Underneath my table, that basket is my daughter's basket. She pulls that out when she's in here with me scrapbooking or whatever. And then there's 3 of those clear containers. One has Christmas paper, and then one has my husband's military paper and stuff, and then one has my daughter's, the very top one has my daughter's 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that I just give her. And then that box right there is my trash box. So it just slides right in there. It's what our printer came in, and I just empty it when it gets full, and it's nice and big, and I can pull it out when I'm scrapbooking. I don't have to worry. So my husband made me this shelf, and I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to explain some things to you. These shelves right here, those are my font cartridges up top. I don't access them. If I use a font on my Cricut, I use my Gypsy. And then that's just an empty tin. I don't have anything in it quite yet. I just covered it and put it up there. And then this is kind of my pretty shelf. I have pictures and cards that I've worked on, and my speaker. That right there is my speaker, and then this is my camera. This is how I tape my videos for the blog. I just have this camera, and it opens, and this flips down, and then I can see what I'm taping, and it's touch screen. So all the you know, the record button, the picture button, the zoom and everything is all touch screen. So I just have access to that. And then my husband, what we did is he got these little this is a monopod. And then he got these half brackets. You can see. And then I duct taped it to start with, because I wanted to make sure that he knew exactly where I wanted it. I didn't want him to move it in the process of screwing it down. So I duct taped it, and it was pretty sturdy up there actually with the duct tape. And then he put the brackets in, and it's very, very sturdy. Like, I can unscrew my camera and everything, and it's not a problem. So when I'm scrapbooking, this is where I sit, just like this. And you can see this is all the stuff that I use regularly. This is my ribbon. It's just on dowels, and it's just in the RG order, or close to it. It's not exactly perfect, but it's close to it. And then these are my Stampin' Up! Buttons. Sorry, I gotta get a little closer. These are my Stampin' Up! Buttons, and they're broke down into the color family. So the Regal, the Subtles, the Neutrals, and the Brights. This right here, I still have to label these, but this right here is Martha Stewart glitter. So it's the powdered glitter. And then these are Sharpie pens. And then down here, I have my small ribbon in these jars that I love. So it's just small ribbon. And then these actually were the spice jars that went to the spice rack that you saw in my closet. And I just have buttons here, and they're just in individual colors. Down here, these are Cricut boxes that I've covered. All the boxes on this shelf are going to be Cricut boxes that I've covered. So these are miscellaneous embellishments, and this is clips and tags. This right here are Cricut Solution cartridges, and this is Cricut Seasonal cartridges. Down here in the very back, I just have some miscellaneous flowers and a little bit of bling. And then these are Christmas photos that I was working on. These are those photo boxes, and each of these have random things in them. This one's empty. This one has some specific paper that I had cut to do something with. They're just great storage. This right here is my chalks. I have a Stampin' Up! Clear container that stamps came in, and I keep my Q-tips in them. These are my sponge daubers. I Mod Podged these containers. They're like little cream cheese containers. I got them at Big Lots for $1, and then you can see my sponge daubers are in them, and they're just all labeled with what color they are. And then I have my watercolor crayons right here. On this shelf, what I did is I took strips of that that paper, and I just in strips put it on the front of the shelf, and then I just used buttons to embellish the shelf with. And then I also took that label that I punched that Wendy had, and I just chopped it in half to label. So right above that, I just have this tin. It was just a random tin I had, and I have brads, decorative brads, that I'm sort of using right now. Right next to that is this shelf that holds my snaps, some decorative brads. Like, these are like red brads. I don't have very many of them, so I keep them separate, my red and black ones. There's some square ones, some square brads, some heart brads. And then back here I have in Stampin' Up tins, like these are actual Stampin' Up brads. And then like jingle bells. They're just miscellaneous embellishments. Some other brads that I got. Some metal charms. So basically just embellishments that I access all the time, that I use regularly. And then I have my paper glaze and some, this is to preserve paper and stuff. And then these are just Cricut boxes, and they're just random stuff. There's some random ribbon, random embellishments, large flowers, some pom-poms. And then this holds some bling. I got this in the jewelry section at Michael's, and it holds some bling and like some, these are mini gold brads. It's the kind of stuff that I don't use really all that regularly. And then right next to that is my Stampin' Up ink pads. And these, again, are in just RGB order, because that's how I think. If I want a green ink pad, I want all my green ink pads to be together so I can see what color I want. Eventually, I would like to label all my ink pads. And I have some that are retired, like these two right here, these two purples are retired. I just keep them all together. It doesn't really matter to me if they're retired or not, you know, because it just doesn't. So then I have my computer, and then I have this little cup, and it has all of my regular tools in it. The regular ones that I use. My scissors, my zig, my white gel pen. Up here I have my flowers in these jars. These are $5 Walmart jars. And I have a couple pinwheels in here. I have one there, and then I have two over there. Wendy made those and was going to get rid of them. And so I wanted them for my room. And then up here I just have some decorative items. That drawer thing with the ribbon, Wendy made that for me, gave it to me for my room. Those two little glass figurine thingies Wendy gave me. And that's actually Wendy's handwriting. When she gave me this bird, she gave it to me one year for Christmas, and she wrote this little note, birds of a feather. And I was going to throw it away, but it just, I don't know, it just meant something to me, and so I tacked it up there. And I have it right below my figures. So my lighting in here, this lamp, I got at Home Depot for $20. It's American Lighting Company, I believe. And it has all my lights in here have daytime lights in them. And it worked really good. I saw that light on Robin's blog, My Pink Stamper. She did a review of that and said it was really good, and she also said that she liked it better than her Ott light. I've never had an Ott light. Wendy has an Ott light and doesn't much care for it. But I've never been able to really afford to get one or really have access to one, so this was the next best thing. And then this light was not originally what I wanted. It is smaller than what I originally thought I wanted. I got it at Lowe's for $12, And at the time I was like, let's just get something. I need something. I'm tired of the lighting in there. I originally wanted one that was larger. Got this home, set it up, put my light in it. It's fabulous. It is the perfect height. It fits perfectly right there, which is where I wanted it. It's right above my computer. When I'm taping or working, I can move this light wherever I want it, and it gives great light. When I don't want it on, I don't have to have it on. So that leaves us with my Cricut cart. My Cricut's on top, and then I'll just go through this. This is the last thing. Then I'll give you one more overview of my room, and that'll be it. So this is where I keep my Cricut. This cart moves, and I spin it around when I'm scrapbooking and I'm sitting at my table. I take that cart and I just move it right here. And so it sits right here, and I scrapbook away. So in this cart, I have most everything that I need. This drawer has white paper for test cuts. This drawer has my Gypsy. This cartridge is on loan from Wendy. And then all my Gypsy cords. I leave my Gypsy plugged in. It's just plugged in. It's plugged into the back. It's plugged in right here. I leave it plugged in. And it just sits just like that. This drawer, I have all my bling. So I have some extra just random ribbon. And then I have all my jewels and bling. And then like these are those Stampin' Up! Buttons that I got. So I just put them in here. These are Stampin' Up! Containers. And I have like different, like these are winter brads. Here's some this is like this button and brads came in a set of paper. So I've just kept them together so that I can use it with that. These are some little car brads I just got for Andrew's stuff. I just keep them kind of all separate. And then these containers Wendy got me. And like here's some random buttons. They probably came with a set of something or another, and I didn't separate them out into my buttons. This is just some bling. I have some, like this little random thing. Just some random bling type stuff that I grab. This is my printer accessories. It's my label maker, and then I usually have like some extra ink cartridges in here for my printer and that type of thing. This is miscellaneous items. This is some cards that I did. It's some small envelopes, some empty containers, some of that spice cake fabric I was working with, my hole punches, and then this is some Stampin' Up! Ink, some Stampin' Up! Markers. They don't fit in my container anymore. That's full, and so any extras I get I throw in there. These two drawers right here are just bags. These are what my small bags and bags that I use for goodie bags. And then here's some larger bags. This is my stickles and my paints, my spray glitter paints, and my stickles, and then my baby wipes. These are just real baby wipes. And then this is this drawer is actually usually empty. I don't really have anything for it, but this is what I'm working with when I was making my curtains. I was going through my lace and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and then I was making some goodie bags. And so it was just like kind of projects. And then same with this drawer. It's just random projects. I have one of those calendars. I have a book. I have a mini album I'm working on. And then this is all my adhesive, my backstock adhesive. I actually need one of those out. But just my extra adhesive, ATG gun refills, Mod Podge, small tape runners, my tack it over, extra glue dots, tons and tons of small runners, extra glues. So that's it. So that is my scrapbook room. You guys, I love it. It has come out so wonderful. I feel so blessed. And it's so wonderful to be able to just pop in here, do what I need to do, shoot my videos. I love having my videos set up like that. And I just love to be in here. It's one of my favorite rooms to be in our house. So it's usually the only room that's clean too, to be honest. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my scrapbook room. If you have any questions, you can just always shoot me an email, leave me a comment. I always try to get back to you guys. And as always, thanks for stopping by our blog.